Hello and welcome to the official GORO track guide for the Circuit de la Sarthe. I will show you everything you will have to know, and we will start off with the special rules for this track because it's pretty long. First off, standing start. No rolling start, it's a standing start. Just take off at the start, no warm-up lap, just go at the start. So next thing is we will have light damage around here. It's such a long track, FCY laps under 100 kilometers per hour will take forever and will take away the racing time. So light damage, and if two or more cars are involved in an incident and there is sufficient enough damage on one car, then you can call out FCY, and those cars who are involved will get sent to the back of the grid automatically. And once the field has bunched up together and the guys with damage got their damage repaired, then at the next sector line, then the race will restart. So you're seeing on the map on the top right corner all the sector lines, and so these are the expected spots for restarts. The leader will call out green again at this restart as usual, and if we are passing the pits during such an FCY period, then the pitting on the FCY rule will apply. So that means the guys who were behind, and if they do not pit, then those guys who have pitted will go behind them. So when passing the pits during an FCY time, then the orders apply for the pits. So everyone who pitted goes behind the last one who did not pit. So that retold again for if someone has forgot it. Next off, the track limit. After we got everything out of the way, that we are familiar with the rules. There are no restart zones, obviously, because it goes straight on and restarts at the sector lines. So here before turn 1, here we have this little off limits part. You can use it if you want. There's low grip here. You're seeing my tire on the left side is getting lighter, so it means there's dust on the tire, which makes you have less grip for turn 1. Here, do not go over the line. Here, do not go over the curbs. The only time you can go over the curbs is when you're going out of the pits to avoid a penalty for cutting the pit exit line. But under normal conditions, do not go over the curbs with all 4 tires, so this is not allowed, and there's grass anyway. Turn 1. Yep, 2 tires, no more than 2 tires over the white lines. So like this is okay. This is obviously not okay. And here, really every inch you're cutting is raw time. Here same as well, only 2 tires over the white line at maximum. And here on the exit you can use this entire green area, but nothing more. Not like that, only like that. And if you're here, then you can just trail here along, that's okay, but do not go over the green area. You can go over it if you have to avoid an incident, completely normal. But if you're on your own, do not go wider as that. Here on the inside, nothing really to cut here. 2 tires over the white lines are allowed. Here, 2 tires over the white lines at maximum. Here same as well. Track limits are self-explanatory here. And Tertre Rouge. This is the most critical situation I think on this entire track. You can use with the outside tires, you can use the curb like that. This is okay how I'm standing right now, but this is an instant cut. No questions asked. You have this as the safety room and nothing more. Here on the exit, same here, only with 2 tires, the inside 2 tires, the right 2 tires, on the curb, nothing more. So like that, not allowed. You're getting a huge advantage if you're going wider than that, because you can obviously accelerate earlier, and this is the longest straight. Or this is for the straight where reaching the highest top speed. So yeah. Here, once the straight has started, you can use all the space you want. In low grip here, your tires will get dusty, but you can use it if you want. On the main straight, you can use this part here for braking if you want. I do not recommend it because it's dusty there. And here for the chicanes, 2 tires on the curb is okay, like that. This is okay. Same here, this is the limit. And also if you're going wide here, for example, but you make it in time. Oh, I got reset it. If you're going wide here on the exit, but you manage to get back here, then it's okay. But do not cut it like that. This is not okay. There's another chicane to show it again properly. So coming to the second chicane, here are the signs on this side. This is where you want to fix your braking point somewhere, also on the other side. Also on the first chicane, use some marker in the trees or here on the side to mark your braking spot here. Same here, this is okay, this is still okay, but this is not okay. So 2 tires on the curb is the maximum. The outside 2 tires, the outside tires on the curb is the maximum. Like this is okay, this again is not okay. Same here, perfectly fine, not fine. Here again on the outside, use as much as you want. You can use the whole tarmac here for spectacular overtakes and acceleration battles. Coming into the sun corner, here braking on the outside. I do not really recommend that. Dirty tarmac, if you have to use it, it's a disadvantage. I would not use it. Here on the corner, the normal rules apply. 2 tires, only 2 tires over the white line. So like that, this is really on the edge. 2 tires, only 2 tires over the white line. On the exit, as much as you want, the gravel is waiting for you. Then with the straight, the straight towards Indianapolis. You can use everything you want. Make your path as short as possible. If you're seeing someone next to you, then obviously give the room. And here, towards Indianapolis, brake early enough if you have to brake, and you can use here everything. I do not recommend to go onto the grass, it will really unstable your car, so yeah. And like that, perfectly fine. You can use this part to brake here. And for track limits on the inside, once you go over there, you will lose instantly. You will instantly lose time. The corner is banked, so you automatically negating your advantage of the banked corner by going too much on the inside. Here on the exit you can go as wide as you want. The gravel is waiting for you again. Here you can use all the road you want for the braking. 2 tires over the white lines maximum. Here all the space you want on the exit. A little straight towards the Porsche corners. You can use all the track here. Coming onto track limits are self-defining. Once you go on the grass, you will lose time. So everything is fine. Here, and also next crucial part of the Corvette corners. 2 tires have to stay on the racing line. Or in other words, only 2 tires over the white lines. So nothing of this sort and absolutely nothing of this sort. Same here on the exit, be patient with the throttle. If you have to use this area, maybe because the guy next to you doesn't give you any room, it's okay, but if you're on your own and you're using here all the width, then you will get a note on the cut list. So like that is fine. This is not fine. Here, only 2 tires over the white lines. Here, no, it doesn't really matter. So, what we are going to do first? Yeah, I mean, pit entry line. The pit entry line starts here at this triangle. You have the dotted line, which is perfectly fine to cross. But this triangle, once you cross that one, 10 seconds, as always. And here, for this little bit of entry road, brake. And yeah, do not go over the gravel, so like that is the maximum. So cover that. For the 4 chicanes, 2 tires over the white lines at maximum, so nothing of those sorts, only like that. The last 2 corners, here the white line here is poking out, so it's easy to cross that one. So here for this corner you can use the curb with your 2 outside tires here. This is fine. This is not fine. This is not okay. And for the very last corner, do not go over the red sausage curb. So like that is fine. You're on it. But do not go like that. This is not allowed. The inside tire on the red sausage curb, but not over it. The exit, all the road you want. The gravel is just waiting for you. For the pit exit, it's obvious. You're coming out here and do not cross the white line here. So in order to make the avoidance easier, to make the avoiding easier, you can use this part here completely. Like you can go out like that perfectly fine. Just so that you can maximize the area in which you can exit the pits. You will not get a penalty if you're exiting the pits like that, no penalty. But only if you're exiting. This is also fine, but yeah, low grip. Don't use it, it will cost you more time. So, and yeah, I think we're done with the track limits. So I can show the hot lap. Onto the replay. So everything, all information's showing. Here, in preparation for your hot lap, be easy through the four chicanes, and now it's important. Maximum space, get a good exit early on the throttle with everything you have. Going in here, I have to lift it a little bit with my street car, but in higher downforce cars you probably don't need to. The braking point here is roughly the same. You need to brake as soon as this little bend ends. Maybe a bit later if you're having a good car on the brakes, or maybe an even more modern car with racing brakes. Come in, be as close to the white line as possible. Here I screwed a little bit because I went too fast into the corner, so it's all about staying in turn 1 as much to the left as possible, and then using all the momentum out of the corner. I probably lost like a tenth here or so. Coming down the third corner. Here you might brake a little bit earlier than usual. Here the corner is banked, so use the banking. Going to the next one, it's a nice flow, and the exit is a little bit off camber, so you might want to lift a little bit before going into the grass. There's really not a lot of space there. Here, maximum risk in this hot lap, but everything fine. Getting all the straight line speed for the end. And now just flat out, enjoying the scenery of France. Hitting over 290 kilometers per hour. Look out for your braking point. Brake hard. Turn in gently. Do not have any over. Any oversteer will kill your momentum through the corner. Get in there. Smooth. And this is what I said earlier. Like, this is okay. You catch the car. We'll show it again. A little bit more in detail. Brake hard. Get the car turn in, and prepare for the exit here. The exit here is important. It's not the entry, it's the exit which is important. If you're gaining 2/10 on the entry by braking a little bit later, fine, okay, but you will lose 5/10 on the straight by having to delay your acceleration point. Here again, enjoy the scenery, concentrate on your braking point, brake hard again, get the car turned in, trail the car around, get it brake down, and then full throttle, concentrate on the exit. This is what gets you the time here. Losing a tenth on the entry, but you will then gain 2/10 on the exit, because you can just accelerate earlier and have a better line. Here again, the next straight, search for your braking point here, the markers here, the traffic markers and such, these are your braking points. Choose one, pick one, and focus on it and brake hard. Full braking as close to the apex as possible. Again, brake hard, complete braking, and really close to the wall. You're seeing I'm absolutely on the limit here. With a good exit. There was had a little bit of a rough exit here, but not too bad here. And here, shorten your line as much as possible. The more distance you're traveling, the more time you're spending. So make the path short. Then here, you might need to lift off a little bit, brake a little bit, prepare here for this bank corner. I braked a little bit too late. I will show you how to do it properly after the lap ends. Here again, brake. Use a little bit of road on the side because it's low speed, and every single centimeter here is good for your turning radius. Again, here early on the throttle, be aware the tire walls on the exit. Easily to get wrong. Here towards the Porsche corners. Again, look for your braking point. You have all the white markers on the tarmac, or maybe even this the 100 meter board or something like that. Brake, get the car turned in as close to the apex as possible, and here to only go as much to the right as you need, so that you have so you can go full throttle here. I haven't done it properly because I braked too late. Here, stay close to the right side. And here again, this corner prepares for the final corner here in this complex. Be as much to the right as possible to have the best line through here. Again, early on the throttle, a little bit of a straight here, braking for the chicane. This is mostly feeling, you don't really have a lot of braking markers, so go after your gut. Maybe use some pole or maybe a building on the side to determine the braking point. I'll show it again. I braked roughly here, so yeah, you can use maybe I will show it here in the photo. You can use here this line which is disconnected. Great job, PD. Or maybe here something here on the building on the side. Something when it passes your left or right side of your screen. Something around this. Brake hard into the corner, be cautious here. Get the car rotated around. A little bit of a throttle here, get nice through the corners. I will show it again. To get a little bit more in detail there. Brake hard. Get the car turned in. Do not do a lot of inputs. Maybe brake a little bit. Just let it coast through here. Be smooth. Here you can do a little bit of throttle input, so that you have it's a little straight, so that you don't lose too much time. Here, easy going. Just a little bit of throttle for correction. If you're going too slow or too fast. And the lap is done. So I will show Indianapolis corner how to do it properly. I gained, compared to the previous lap, I gained around 2/10 only in this one corner. Here I braked earlier, had a better line, really close to the curb. I was able to get on the power so much earlier, and it just gained me time which I lost in the earlier part of the run. So I hope you enjoyed it, and see you on race day.